But I didn't expect Chelsea to drop all those points because they were playing good. Hazard was, and all of a sudden, like Christmas hit, and obviously they had too much pie, shepherd pie at Christmas, and I don't know if that's what you eat at Christmas. Turkey, I guess turkey and all that, innit?
That's a shepherd's pie.
I know. We got pigs in blankets. Too much pigs in blankets, innit? Yorkshire pudding, that's what I was thinking about. And then man just fell off. Now, I wasn't expecting that. Boom! We're back with the Neeks Sports Podcast, episode 12. Here with Ramone, Kyle, Javerne. Kyle, what's going on in your head, please? I gotta ask this question. What's going on? Is it a midlife crisis or?
No, I rate it, man. I rate it.
What's going on?
What? I went for a little change, innit?
I mean,
switch it up. I hear we got a
stressed.
I hear we got an upcoming important football match against Ramone's team.
There.
And I got to play the Neymar role.
Listen, you got a lot to
flamboyant. They call me a flamboyant winger.
do. You got a lot to do before you can play that Neymar role, and the hair is the least of your worries. Before we even get into it, Kyle, you dropped a curveball like you like to do before we started to film the podcast.
As always.
That Arsenal's going to win the Premier League before Manchester United.
Wait.
That one. Okay, so many curveballs you're dropping. I'm sure you must have been trolling. You can't.
No,
When was the last
I'm
time they won the
serious.
league? 2004? Correct me.
Yep.
2004. Like 15 years at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you have a miraculous recovery. Can you even mathematically still win it this year? I guess so. But how have you come to that conclusion?
They just will.
What does that mean?
It's just a hunch.
It's just a hunch. It's not based on anything.
No, but yeah, it's just a hunch.
Because you had Ramone going for a second, and I think he started believing it.
2025. We'll be in the Premier League.
Wait, so we're not winning in between then?
No.
2026.
Listen, alright, we'll win the Premier League for us, isn't it?
Man City gonna win it 6 years in a row.
Man City are a joke. I tell you why Man City are a joke. Because, and to an extent, we're going to get onto them in a bit, but Chelsea as well. When Abramovich came with the money, I'm not even going to be too harsh. Obviously, they were going against a tough Man United team. And to be fair, Arsenal, I guess, Arsenal haven't won it since 2004, but they had a good, unbeaten team when Abramovich's money came in. But them or Man City could really create a dynasty with the amount of money they were spending. Chelsea have won the most trophies since Abramovich came in than any other club. But you would never say that over the 10-year period, or you would say, Chelsea are undoubtedly the best team in the league. Man City now, they've got all this money, just won the league by 100 points, and this season they're buying Liverpool. Like this you're supposed to be dominating.
Wait, no, you can't. But
what?
Liverpool have been outstanding.
That's not your. As Man City, you need to prove that you're the best.
Wait.
That's what you need to do.
But Liverpool have come up with the money as well this year. That's the thing. They're rivaling that. They're
Wait.
coming up. How much money did they spend?
This year. But then, yes, they spent that money this year. But Man City have the money this year plus all the money they spent previously to build the squad. Liverpool's squad is nowhere near the same value as Man City's.
Wait, who did they buy this year?
Who?
Man City.
Well, Mahrez for one. They broke their transfer record. Who else? I don't think
That's all they signed.
All they signed.
Yep.
But I'm saying, you take 60 million they spent this year. Add it to the, God's amount of billion they spent since the Sheikhs come in. Liverpool have not spent nowhere near that amount. Yet they're leading the bloody title race. Like I'm just saying, these Man City and Chelsea, I think they've missed opportunities. I don't know exactly how. I haven't gone to the full analysis of the manager here, the board decision here, whatever. But I think they've missed the opportunity to really dominate the league.
I don't know, man. I disagree.
So,
the season's not even finished.
Man City, okay, no, you're right, they haven't. But the fact that nobody's won, or Man City haven't even won the league back to back,
Yeah.
that in itself, for me, is a travesty on Manchester City.
But they've always been crap.
Always, since? I'm talking about since the money.
Yes.
But they haven't. But wait, why have they been crap? That's the point.
Because they've had strikers like Dzeko, Mario Balotelli. They had
Wait,
nonsense in the club.
Wait,
Pure
Dzeko.
nonsense. Sean Wright Phillips. They're crap in the club.
Dzeko is a
Lord.
baller.
This guy's garbage,
Dzeko
man.
is a baller. You can't say that. And obviously they've got Aguero, who some people say
Yeah,
is
he's one
the
player.
greatest
He's one player.
foreign player to play in the Premier League.
He-
Matter of fact, Ramone was dropping something about David Silva possibly being the best foreign player to play in the Premier League.
It was up for debate.
The other week, but
No, that was Spanish.
oh, that's Spanish.
No, that was foreign.
Oh, the foreign year could we started going
That's what
about
the Talksport guy
Henri and
said.
that kind of stuff. The discussion that he was having.
That was
like,
what the guy said on Talksport. He gave very good analysis. He said,
But I'm just saying, for me,
David Silva could be.
Man City won the league in 2012. Then they won it in 14. Then they... Wait, who won it? Leicester. Right, then they didn't win it until 18.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Sorry, that's terrible.
No.
Yes, it is.
How?
Why? But isn't his money rivaling the Chelsea money?
No, the Leicester money.
No, but the Chelsea won it the 2 years in between as well.
And Leicester also won it.
Yeah, but and Leicester put their money in as well.
Oh, come on. No, come on. Not that kind of money.
They haven't
And
had the manager who's had the wits and the
But that's
brains
what-
to
but that's what I'm making.
to sign the right players. That'd be like Robinho. Bare crap at the club.
But it's just, no, I disagree.
Bare wrong signings.
I disagree because the same players who won the league the year before were the ones who were thereafter. So they obviously were right.
It was lucky. It was,
Nah, you can't say that, man.
it was lucky.
You can't say that. I don't know. I just think
Reading. Who was it? Reading throwing away the game.
QPR.
QPR. throwing
QPR.
away the game. It was lucky.
I just think they could have done. I'm not gonna say underachieve. It's a tough. Like I said, there's so many different. You know, you could say, oh, the manager wasn't good enough, Pellegrini, or the players this, or they didn't make the right signings in terms of players. I don't know, but I just think as a club, they should have, especially in the 5 years after Ferguson, they should have kind of, we are the best team. But Chelsea won it twice since then, and it's like for me when Chelsea won it under Jose in 2015. They wasn't even. I don't think they even had the best team in the league. Man City, we've been saying for years. Like every year we go into these leagues, and we're like, "Oh yeah, Man City's got the best squad." Yet somehow, in between years, they contrive not to win the league. And if they do it this year, listen, that's inexcusable. Inexcusable. I don't want to hear anything about Liverpool done well. Cool, yeah, you deserve to win the Premier League if you do it, but it's inexcusable if Man City did not fail to win the Premier League.
If Liverpool win the league and break Manchester City's record, the amount of points,
Yeah,
they
they got
scored
last year
season,
100 points.
what would you say then? Because they can do it.
I may have to scale that back a bit because what we all said, to be fair, at the beginning of the season was that
They're not going to do as good.
yeah, you're never gonna do that. So I may scale it back. The reason I say may, and I can't, because the fact that we're saying that, that it would never be done again or whatever. I don't know. The fact that Liverpool went and broke it means that no, it was possible. You should have done it then. You should have done it. Like I guess records are there to be broken, innit? So someone at some point may well break it, and they may have to change the win to.
Mate,
3
someone's
points or
gonna
4
go
points.
the whole season winning every single game.
That's what I'm saying, and then they'll just
No. That will never happen.
gonna happen.
That
It probably will at some
That
point
will never
in history.
That will never happen.
Like
That will never happen.
the top team would do like
No, that will never
a Bayern Munich where they just buy all the best players from the rest of the rest of the league. Have PSG? I know it's in League 1.
And even they can't do
No,
it.
no, saying they're unbeaten. I don't know how many games they draw,
Two.
but 2 they draw.
Yeah, they will never do it either.
The only reason they wouldn't is because a lot of their players are probably gonna get sold in the last few years, like Neymar and Mbappe and that kind of stuff. So I think the team they've got now, it may never get any better than this. But if this team was to stay for the next, like, say, 3-4 years, they could easily do it. They could.
Nope.
They could.
It just happens. It just happens. It won't happen. It won't happen. It will never happen. It's not
That's what
football
I said to Arsene Wenger before he told everyone he's gonna go
It will never happen.
38 games
I'm on-
unbeaten.
I'm on my 9th season on Football Manager, and the best I've done to date is 37 wins and 1 draw. I can't do it. I try every year so hard, and when I get that the one draw came in February, and I was thinking to myself, should I just reload the game? I said, no, I'm going to do this 100% legit. You can't do it. It's not possible. It's not possible. I'm telling you, it's not possible.
Listen,
it can't happen. No, Ramone,
Before
it can't
Football
happen.
Manager 2004, you weren't going unbeaten. You weren't going unbeaten, and then Arsene Wenger changed the game,
And they patched
and
it
now
up,
you patched it up, and,
and
you
then
get
made it
unbeaten.
possible. Yeah, I sure before that, it was like, no, it's automatic that at some point you have to lose a game. Like, the game would just sim to make sure you lose it.
You're gonna lose the game.
Because I remember when I was younger, and I used to restart a game. And you know, you play a game, you're like, oh, you play, let's say, I don't know, back then it's probably Blackburn away, Bolton away, and you draw 1-1. How did I draw that? so you restart and do it again, and you draw again. You're like, nah, this game's booked. So there's something in those games that they have their set, algorithm. This is how it's gonna be. But anyway, Kyle,
Yes.
you said you got something to say to me, and you've been saying it all week. I don't know what it is. So
Listen,
speak.
I want to know if you have changed your mind, because a good few weeks back when we was on the podcast and we was discussing, it was actually the day before Mourinho. The day before Mourinho got sacked.
And Chalmers was here.
Yeah, and you said you're not a fan of managers getting sacked mid-season. You said, "Oh, we have no chance of getting top 4 anyway, so you might as well just see him out for the rest of the season, sack him at the end of the season, say goodbye, and then get someone else in."
Yeah.
Here we are now. He's been sacked.
Yeah.
Midway through the season, everyone is talking about Man United have a very good chance of finishing top 4. They're only 3 points off for fourth place.
Correct.
3 points off. It's not impossible anymore. It's not. Oh, we will never get top 4. It's we can do this.
Yeah.
Am
I now a fan of people getting sacked mid-season? Basically.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to answer that. Firstly,
It has to be.
Firstly, I would never be a fan of anyone getting sacked. Full stop. I'd never be a fan of it. It's a reality. It's going to happen. People are going to get sacked. So yeah, it's something you have to accept. The point I was making, and I will get to my current thoughts. The point I was making was that, and you could say that I overestimated Chelsea. I didn't believe
For the second time this season.
Man said they could be the title.
Listen,
I'm crying.
Listen, Chelsea lost to Wolves at home. Yeah, at home.
Leicester.
Lost to Leicester at home, I'm sure it was as well. I can't remember 100%. And now they lost to Arsenal. That's 9 points that they've dropped in that period. Now, other than the Spurs game, going into each game, even under Jose, I would have been confident of us winning. It may not have happened. We may have drawn or whatever. Like we drew at home to Crystal Palace. We drew away to Southampton. And so it's quite possible that we may not have won all those games. But even taking all that into account, the teams that we had coming up, I believe that the 9 point, well, it was about 9 or even more than that. To Chelsea was probably like 12 points. No. Oh, maybe to Chelsea might have been 11. To Arsenal it was 9 up until when Solskjaer was playing his first game, because Arsenal played early in the day. So it was an 11-point gap to Arsenal, I believe. I can't remember. But I didn't expect Chelsea to drop all those points because they were playing good. Hazard was, and all of a sudden, like Christmas hit, and obviously they had too much pie, shepherd pie at Christmas, and I don't know if that's what you eat at Christmas. Turkey, I guess turkey and all that, innit?
That's a shepherd's pie.
I know. We've got pigs in blankets. Too much pigs in blankets, innit? Yorkshire pudding, that's what I was thinking about. And then man just fell off. Now, I wasn't expecting that. And granted, we've won 7 games in a row, but it's more, for me, Chelsea as to why we are back in a fight for top 4. 11, 12, whatever points we're behind Chelsea. We should not be getting top 4. If we get top 4 ahead of Chelsea, that they've lost it. We didn't win it. They've lost it. Unless we win every game between now and the end of the season, they have lost it. You can't give up an 11-point gap. I don't care where you are. If you're top in 11 points, you keep that space. If you're 11 points clear of relegation, you don't get relegated. So for me, Chelsea are the reason why we're back in it. Now, in hindsight, I always knew that Jose had to be sacked, as I said. The question was always when. So I always believed that. Oh, to my phone. Okay. I always believed that when he was sacked, things would be on the brighter note. But I didn't expect Ollie to come in. I'm thinking, well, we're not going to get Poch in December. So I'm just like, well, just plod on and get Poch. Because we're not going to get Poch. So what's the point? We're going to get someone and then we end up with, I'm not saying Zidane's a bad manager, but I don't want a Zidane. Who's available at that point? That's what I'm thinking. I wasn't thinking about Ollie. And more importantly, I would say even Mike Phelan. I wasn't thinking about them man coming back in. So that's where my thinking was. You could say blinded by the fact it was a case of who is available to replace Mourinho. If someone had said Mike Phelan's coming back, Fergie's going to be back around, then maybe I might have been a bit wavering. I can't say, it's all hindsight. But it's clear that sacking Jose Mourinho when he did was the right decision. And that's what I'm gonna say. It was the right decision. I'm never gonna be a fan of it, no. But it was completely the right decision. And you could say the reason. Some people said, if we sacked him earlier, we could be doing that. Everything happens for a reason, and at the time that it's supposed to happen. The fact that it happened right after the Liverpool game, like we were at the lowest of our low, getting battered by our rivals. A couple of weeks before we got battered by the other rivals, Man City, same scoreline. Like it couldn't get any worse at that point. And in the run of games that we had, it was perfect for Solskjaer to come in. If he had come in after the Man City game, he would have still had to navigate the Liverpool game and say you lost that, and then momentum, etc., etc. So yeah, I was wrong that they shouldn't sack him then, because it's shown that with who they brought in, we are in a favourable position than we could have been, and possibly certain players are signing contracts who may not have. If we wait till the summer, Martial may not. It looks like he's going to sign a new contract. I mean, I'm not celebrating McTominay signing a contract, but hope everything goes well for him, innit? But Jose's gone and things are bright.
How bright?
The future's bright, and the future is Manchester United.
The defense is still trash.
The future is Marcus Rashford.